Well, of course, now I have to find out. So welcome to Gel Printing July. This month I'm making gel prints every day as a challenge for myself and also as a practice. And I'm filming it, so I'm sharing these daily sessions with you here on YouTube. Now, if you saw yesterday's episode, then you have seen that yesterday I took a print of my hand, and I was really happy with how that turned out, because you know your hand has such intricate textures and patterns, and of course the shape itself. But when I was done, or when I had cleaned my hand from all the paint, then I thought, well, I should have tested it, what it would have looked like if I would have applied this handful of paint on another gel plate and see how that would turn out as a print. But yeah, that was too late, so today I really want to find out, because that could be an interesting print as well. What I hope is that I will get those lines and textures from my hand, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see if that works out. So that's the plan for today. So that means that I need 2 gel plates. And I need to make sure that I prepare everything, because when my hand is full of paint, I'm not able to do a lot. So yeah, let me take off my ring. And I have some baby wipes here close by to clean my hand after I have taken my second print. And I'm going to use similar colors to the ones I used yesterday, just to keep it as a kind of a scientific test, which of course is totally nonsense, because I'm not able to repeat this test, because it's a monoprint, which means that every print always will unique and different from the other ones. But anyway, we're going to do this scientific test. So I'm going to start with my dark paints, and just like yesterday, I'll link all the paints that I used in the description. Maybe I'll just mix a little bit of this yellow with the violet. Okay, so with this one I'm going to use the same process as I did yesterday. So I have some tissue paper close by, and I'm just going to place my hand. Let's see. And in case you wonder, it feels a bit, strange. Let's call it that. But we'll soldier on. So now I'm going to take my tissue paper . Okay, I don't want to wait too long, because I don't want the paint to dry on my hand, obviously. So this is what this looks like. So now I have used a bit more paint, I think, so you can see that. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I can. All right, now, there we go. I don't know how hard I should press, or if I should keep it light. I'm pressing a little bit. Oh, that's a pity. It's not that much. I didn't get this from my finger. Could I try to place it back? Maybe only my fingers? I can try. No, it was already dry. What if I now spritz a little bit of water. No, still not. So it's all dry. But I feel it could be that if I would have worked a little bit faster, that I could have gotten a good print, because here I do have a good print actually. So I'm tempted to smoosh my hand back on here and then try it again, but let's not do that. Maybe I can transfer a little bit of this paint. No, that's also not possible. Well, I guess that is then something for you to find out. If you want to help me with this scientific experiment to see if it is possible, if we work more quickly, if we can get that second print also with the fingers. It should be possible, because here I got it. So yeah, maybe share your experiment to see if you can get it to work. For now, I'm going to clean my hand, or both hands actually. So be prepared to get messy with this. And I'll let this dry, and then I'm going to prepare everything to take the print. Okay, so this looks like it's dry enough. Now I have to say that I'm tempted to add something here, because my fingers are missing. So for the composition it would be nice, but then, well, this is a scientific experiment, right? So we'll just take the print as is, and yeah, see how it shows up. Okay, so let's start with this one. And if you'd like to know more about fundamentals of gel printing, please check out my Patreon, because I've created a whole video series about that for all my patrons. So you may be interested in that. Okay, I'll let this dry, and then the second one. I hope I can take off some of the edges also, because that would create a nice frame around my print, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to let both prints dry, and then we can pull them. Okay, so these have been drying, so let's pull these prints. Okay, so this is number one. There's a little part here in the corner that didn't come off, but all the rest is fine. Okay, so here they are, the result of my experiment. So let's look at this one first. So I like how you can really see parts of my finger here as well. It's not my favorite color combination here. It's not so much the colors, but I think the fact that I did not mix them well. I'm not particularly liking those bands here. but you can really see more of my hand than in yesterday's print. Yeah, also here, the parts here of my hand, and here, and this part as well. So that's really interesting. I would have liked if I had removed a bit more of the paint to really show the contour of my hand, because it looks a bit more square than it actually is. But I like here also the edges around my fingers. It kind of looks like as if it's a kind of a glow or something. So that's this one. But now this one, which was of course what this whole experiment was about. So yeah, it's clear that not all of the paint showed up, but where it did, where I was able to transfer the paint from my hand, you can really see a lot of the texture of the lines of my hand. So I am really liking that. And yeah, I wonder if for example, today is a very hot day, a July day, and so I think maybe the paint dried a bit too quickly on me, and so maybe if the temperature is lower, or maybe if I add a little bit of water to my paint before or after I have put my hand down, I'm not sure. Those are all little variables that that we can try out, and so yeah, maybe you you feel called to continue this scientific experiment to yeah, find out how we can get more of that paint on the second plate, because it's really cool where I was able to transfer the paint. I'm also happy that I was able to get all the paint from the edges, because as I was hoping for, yes, it does create a kind of a interesting frame, and I love the look, the texture of those artifacts at the edges here. So I'm liking that. So yeah, that's my practice for today. It was really fun to try out this experiment. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of all the videos that are still coming. Yeah, if you are doing this experiment, please share it in my Facebook group, because I'd really love to see if you are able to yeah, get more of that paint on the second plate. And yeah, then I hope to see you back tomorrow.